Hi, I'm Entropy, and this is my disreputable and unseemly 1972 Ford Pinto, also known as the infamous Shitbox Edition Ford Pinto. It's a 1972 hatch, powered by a small block Ford, backed by a G-Force T5 into an 8-inch Ford rear end, and Mickey Thompson drag radials. Oh, it's got a little bit of nitrous on it. Here's a view from the front. Note the Shelby Cobra logo on there in order to go to the unwitting. Let's take a look under the fiberglass hood, shall we? All right, so what we've got here is a 8.2 deck out of a 1969 Mercury Cougar. It's got a set of E7 heads that have been ported, MSD ignition, Edelbrock manifold. We've got a quick fuel 750 double pumper on it, and that's a nitrous supply purge for the system, which is a NOS, an old NOS cheater system. It can be anywhere from, I don't know, 50 to 250 shot. Right now it's got 100 shot in it. It is a Runabout, which is the hatchback model as opposed to the trunks. In the back, we got a 10-point cage, 10-pound nitrous bottle. Over here is a bottle of pimp juice for serious social work. Relocated battery. Yes, it is a clutch car. G-Force T5. It originally just had a regular T5 in it, but I blew every tooth off of the main input shaft on that and replaced it. Gauges, tack, stock gauges. We've got fuel pump, arming the nitrous system, purge, and then of course bang button. The jolly candy-like button. You push it, you never know what happens. Might blow the entire planet up. This is Roger, he's my co-pilot. 8-track player, gap band, because why wouldn't I? View from the driver's seat back. Here's the cage. Got my little cult of the eye fire extinguisher. Seats in this car are out of a Porsche 911. They're a bit worn, a bit old. I bought the car in 2009, and it already had the cage and the engine swap and interior and everything else. It was already an old build at that point. Everything was faded. You can kind of tell by the velour the era it was built. I replaced the dash pad, which was also kind of sun-drenched, faded, beat to shit. Red velour faded to orange, worse than these seats. What else we got in here? Hurst actually is it used to be a Hurst shifter when I had the original T5 in it. Now it is a Pro 5.0 shifter with a stock Mustang GT shift knob on it. Behind it you can see the AFR gauge. It's got a wideband in it, of course. Pretty simple car. Very loud, very crude, very stupid. Got a GPS, which I actually do use for navigation when I'm taking it to car shows and shit. It's also a good speedometer, since the gearing on the stock Speedo, which does work, but is wrong because of the different ratios in the T5. There's a little center panel that I fabbed to replace what would have been heater controls and vents and all those kinds of things. Should probably start this thing up and let you hear the exhaust. Cold start. Idles around 750. Hooker headers into Flowmaster mufflers. It's got the hooker swap headers, which are kind of a nightmare. Actually, hang on, I'll just show you. The two primaries for the front banks come forward, and they wrap around under the front crossmember. The other two go through a hole cut in the fender, and they connect underneath, which means that in order to install them, the flanges are split. So the headers come apart, or originally started as several pieces and then get bolted together. Now I have tack welded them together because every time I've had to pull the engine on the car, those headers all sprang in different directions. Running a 235 Mickey Thompson drag radial. Electric fan, obviously. So that's it. Big, stupid, tiny car, great big engine. Brings me joy, makes lots of noise. Makes it weird for the rich guys at the various car shows in the area. Hi, I'm Entropy, and this is my disreputable and unseemly 1972 Ford Pinto, also known as the infamous Shitbox Edition Ford Pinto. It's a 1972 hatch, powered by a small block Ford, backed by a G-Force T5 into an 8-inch Ford rear end, and Mickey Thompson drag radials. Oh, it's got a little bit of nitrous on it.